A very good morning to all our respected guests and to dear learners. I am Dr. Ria Tukral from the Homeopathic Academy, and I welcome you all for yet another enriching discussion on a very important remedy, Veratrum album, and its clinical approach with Dr. Ronak Shah. We have Dr. Ronak Shah live with us right now. But before we go ahead with this webinar, most of you already know about the Homeopathic Academy, but for those who don't, let me give a quick introduction. Okay, so the Homeopathic Academy, or THA as we call it, is BGen's effort towards digitalizing homeopathy and providing a platform for quality education online. THA offers you a range of online courses by renowned intellectuals on numerous subjects of homeopathy at undergraduate, postgraduate, UPSC, and CME level. All these courses are enriched with state-of-the-art video technology, text and vector animations, giving you an HD quality audio and video experience made by a dynamic team of qualified doctors, video editors, and many more professionals. These courses will perfectly complement your studies to make learning an extraordinary experience. On your screens, you can see some of our courses currently streaming on our website, www.thehomeopathicacademy.com. You can also see on our website the course on Clinical Materia Medica by Dr. Ronak Shah, where Dr. Ronak Shah will teach us the distinctive feature of some important polycrest of homeopathic materia medica, describing them clinically, supported by case illustrations. We have an offer of 30% off on Dr. Shah's course, which is a limited period offer. Avail it before it ends. So that was about THA for you all. Thank you. Coming back to this webinar, as you know, Dr. E.A. Farrington, in the introduction of his Clinical Materia Medica, advises all homeopaths to adopt a plan of study for Materia Medica. Even if it may not be correct, still a plan should be adopted and retained to the end. He states that his clinical way of studying Materia Medica, if adopted, may not be clear in the beginning, but after coming up time and again, what seems difficult earlier becomes easy enough. Dr. Ronak Shah, with his years of experience and knowledge, will help us to understand this method of studying Materia Medica and the practical application of it in our clinical practice. So I welcome you, Dr. Ronak Shah. If you'll allow me, I will introduce you to our learners with a small presentation.
Please.
So about Dr. Ronak Shah, our esteemed speaker today. Dr. Ronak Shah, MD in homeopathy, is a dedicated researcher, clinician, teacher, and promoter of homeopathy. He practices in Baroda, India, and Singapore since 1989. Professor and head of the Department of Repertory at the Baroda Homeopathic Medical College since last 25 years. He's experienced in the treatment of the most difficult diseases such as allergic, psychosomatic, advanced pathological diseases. He's experienced in treating chronic, recurring, and resistant diseases as well. He's an international physician and teacher. Over years, he has conducted many seminars and workshops for homeopathic practitioners, students, and public in US, Dubai, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, and India. He has written 4 books on homeopathy, published articles in various international journals and newspapers. He's the managing director of an NGO and he's doing philanthropic activities under it. He has served thousands of prescriptions by offering free medical care through charitable homeopathic clinics. He has organized various camps and helped during natural calamities like flood, earthquake, etc. He has done various research activities with the help of students. His huge practice is supported by clinical research-based data, statistics, and scientific documentation, making it unique in the homeopathic world. Thank you so much, sir, for being here with us. Before I hand over to Dr. Shah, let me explain to our learners how this interface works. On the right-hand side panel of your screens, you have a short chat box. You may type your question or whatever message you have for Dr. Shah right there and press the button next to it to send it to us. I request you all to send your questions only after Dr. Shah's lecture is over, as that might disturb him. So without wasting any more time, let's start learning. Over to you, Dr. Ronak Shah.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank the Homeopathy Academy for organizing such international webinars. I must congratulate BJain Publication, especially Mr. Kuldeep Jain, Mr. Manish Jain, Mr. Dal, Dr. Ria, Abhishek, and the entire team for the great vision for homeopathy. Just to remind me, 2 years back, when I met BJain directors, were discussed that though in India we have so many colleges, but teachers are scared. So they were planning to start online courses for distant students to learn homeopathy at their doorsteps from senior professors and train them by sharing their clinical experience. I am very glad that I am a part of the Homeopathy Academy, and this gives me immense pleasure and satisfaction that my small contribution in the field of homeopathy can bring some change. Thank you once again, Dr. Ria and Dr. Rajesh, Dr. Abhishek, for organizing such a wonderful webinars. Now, can I have my presentation, please?
Yes, sir.
Clinical Materia Medica. As we all know, there are many medicines in Materia Medica and very, very difficult to remember each and every symptoms of drug. So the clinical Materia Medica is a thing where we can practice and we can know certain experiences, and that will help us to remembering the drug. So today we will discuss the wonderful remedy Veratrum Al, known as a white hellebore, Liliaceae family, and so I call it egoistic lily. It is proved by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. It is a growing in the highlands of the Europe. We prepare our potentized remedy from the tincture of the fresh root stock and collected early in the June prior to flowering. Whenever we learn any remedy, we should always study with the doctrine of signature. As you know, this plant or rhizome is a very rough and wrinkled. So the wrinkled skin of the hands and feet of Veratrum Al. The plants grown in a southern Europe where the temperature is cold. So general coldness is always there in Veratrum. Taste of the seeds is bitter. So here also the taste is bitter. Plant is toxic, and we can see toxicity in a Veratrum patient or conditions like diarrhea, septicemia, vomiting. Taste is sweet initially, the plant taste is sweet initially, then bitter and then acrid. Same we have observed, the child is always mild and initially, then irritable, followed by anger, then rage, and then violence. So all stages comes in a Veratrum child that we will going to be discuss. Dr. Hahnemann used this remedy in a mental derangement, epilepsy, disease of digestive disorders, a perfect picture of collapse with extreme coldness, blueness, and weakness we get in this drug. Cold, cold perspiration on the forehead with nearly all complaints we will see. It's a great fainting remedy, and that is why we compare with the camphor and other remedy, carbovagin. Faint from emotions, least exertion, slight injury, profuse diarrhea, and vomiting. It's a good remedy, useful in both extremes of life, childhood and old age. I have seen many veteran children and their mothers having a peculiar state of mind during pregnancy. As we all know that when you have a child patient who has advanced pathology, every homeopath go and generally takes the mental state of mother during pregnancy. So one should have a sound understanding of mother's state during that period, which is known to influence the child's nature and should be correlated with the present mental state. Here we come across in Indian culture, so many homeopaths have seen that mortification, humiliation, and strong. The mother during her pregnancy feels neglected. Her husband is not concerned for her, or she is not taken good care of. Another situation, she is not allowed to fulfill her ambition or is refrained from doing the things she desires. Another situation, the mother-in-law or any other family members frequently insult her for no reason in front of servants. She feels that her emotions bear no importance to her husband and in-laws. Her ego is hurt. These things may have led to frequent quarrels between them. We have seen many patients who have the same story, same situation, and the difference of opinion because of this thing. So, in a repertory language, if we take the rubrics for mortification, humiliation, ailments from, honor wounded, ailments from being strong, and ailments from ambition deceived. Another situation during pregnancy, mother state, deception. A woman after marriage discovered that her husband is having extramarital affairs. She has no warm affection from her husband. And that situation can be studied through repertory, ailments from deception, ailments from anger, vexation, grief, love, disappointment. Third situation, disappointment. When husband does not allow wife to keep contact with her family members, she becomes disappointed. That thing, ailments from disappointment. So here the exact situation can be learned. Mother during pregnancy feel like that my importance is not been there in my family. They are not taking care. They are not considering me as a family member. I have been treated not in the way as I should have been. This is the common feeling we have seen in my practice during pregnancy. There are many medicines, and that is why you may thought about initially lecaninum, naja, platina, palladium, even staphysagria. I was also thinking same medicines. But after seeing and after getting the results, more than dozen of women successfully treated with a Veratrum, I have come to conclusion that Veratrum R is a missing from the repertory and materia medica, in particular this rubrics. Here now, child of Veratrum, a very active and hyper. There is a continuous desire to be busy. It is ceaseless energy compelling patient to be busy all the time. And that we can see in a tarantula, iodum, tuberculinum, even in a Merxol. It is likely to be activity for its own sake without any purpose. There is no purpose. There is no any ambition or to do things at that time. For example, arranging his toys or books. In such condition, children, it is unceasing painting, singing, playing, and running about in room. That are very much mischievous. They undertake many things to do, but perceive in nothing. Important is that. So this thing can be in a repertory language. We take the rubrics. Restlessness, very commonly we take activity, desire for is there, antics, play, runs about in a room, mischievousness, singing, cheerful joys. And if you see in a repertory, synthesis repertory or a radar, energy, excessive of energy, we have a lachesis in medorhinum. But Veratrum is also there. It is our experience or whatever we can say, we can always look in the repertory for a 3 mark remedies. And we will not give it that important to 2 mark or 1 mark. But if you match with other symptoms, definitely we should consider. These children are very inquisitive, ask many questions to elders, such as what happens after death, who is God. You must have experience, those who are practitioners. Children are asking so many questions and they want to know what is, from where the God is coming. Such type of questions are repeatedly they are asking. So inquisitiveness, curiosity is there. Due to curiosity, they like to touch everything and wants to know about it. In consulting also room, we observe that during history also, they cannot sit at one place and then they touch everything with a curiosity. That can be taken in a rubric form: intellectual, curiosity, touch, impulse too. They demand parents' attention, does not like to remain alone, fear of being alone, company desire because of the required attentions. They are very egoistic. They believe in lots of formalities and will demand lots of attention whenever they go. You should always, when taking the case, how you interpreted ego in children, very interesting. We have many children who always expect that they should call with their names in consulting room. Otherwise, they will not come. They should be respected with their names. Whenever any invitation is there, their name should be right on the invitation card. Such examples, small examples are given by parents, but we generally neglect or we will not consider. And that shows that their ego. So to take the ego in children, we require certain examples. They imitate others very easily, especially for their class teachers, elders, and friends. We have seen many children comes in a consulting room and the parent says to child, just show the how your teacher teaches. Show how your uncle behaves at home. How your grand another very important thing you will observe in these children. They are liars. Basically, they're deceitful, and that is why they speaks lie. To anybody, even to teachers, to parents, without hesitation, especially for homework. If they don't want to go to school, they speak lie. So they speak lie very easily. They can even pretend to be sick or feigning sickness is one of the important symptoms. Because they speak or they excuses or they give the false answer to you. They are bullied at school. The teacher is very harsh to them, or not enough sleep yesterday night, or they want to stay at home. And the play can all influence a child to feign illness. So for not to go to school, they does a drama and they become feign sickness. They are big boasters, always talking about themselves and showing off their things to their friends as if they are very rich. For example, purchase a new ornaments, mobile, etc. They want to show to their friends. And the boasting is one of the important symptoms. Rich wishes considered to be rubric boaster, rich wishes we consider as a Lachesis, Lyco, and Veratrum are there. So here I would like to share one of my case, as we already few things discussed about the child of Veratrum. This child of 3 years old consulted me for his recurrent complaints of tonsillitis. As the tonsil symptoms, pain in the throat, aggravation after eating, aggravation after drinking, aggravation on empty swallowing, followed by coughing, loose, rattling, aggravated at night, and coughing followed by high-grade fever. All symptoms. Past, he had a dysentery and urinary tract infection. Normal delivery, full term. Personal history, love, sweets, fruits, ice cream, fish and chocolates. But sweets and fruits are more. Doesn't like vegetables, milk. He perspire a lot, especially on the scalp. Sleep sound and position on abdomen. Habit of nail biting and milestone is normal. Now mental picture, very short temper. When angry, strikes his elder sister and pulls her hair. Is very obstinate. If his wish is not fulfilled, then he bangs his head on walls or rolls on the floor and gets his desire to fulfill. He has a strong fear of crackers. If he hears the sound of crackers, then he closes the door and windows and sit in a bed with his ears closed. He constantly needs to do something like opening his toys to see the machinery, etc. He never sit in one place, always moves about in the place. His parents say that they have got fed up of him. If they scold him for his mistake, then he spits on them. Very important. If they scold him on his mistakes, then he spits on them. At the same time, he likes to scold other children. He's always quarreling with his elder sister. He steals her books, pen, etc., and tears them. Once he had interchanged the plug of telephone with the TV and the whole instrument got burned. He loves watching cartoons and listening music. He's very weak in studies. According to his school report, he's always busy doing some mischief and teasing others. Now, mother's state of mind during pregnancy. She was staying with her in-laws. She's the only daughter-in-law. Her in-laws were very loving and caring. There were no such difference of opinions. Her husband is short-tempered. She used to fear him, but he loves her. She was happy during her pregnancy. So considering these situations as well as whole history, we have to repertorize. We have to take the rubrics. So rubrics were selected on this case taking, case history. Anger, violent, biting, curious, destructiveness, fear of noise, kleptomania, mischievousness, restlessness in children, spitting, perspiration on scalp, desire fruits, desire ice cream, and desire sweets. After repertorization, with the help of our beautiful software radar, there are many polycrest remaining coming high. Calcarea, then phosphorus, lyco, sulfur, veratrum, medorinum, many more. Now, as you know that after repertorization, it does not mean that whatever the medicine comes first, you should prescribe. You should see the totality. You should see the essence of your patient, cross-examine with materia medica, and then once you are satisfied with that drug, essence as well as the matching with the materia with the patient's totality, you have to finalize the prescription. So here, I have selected, you know the medicine, so I have selected Veratrum R200. He had a few attacks of tonsillitis in the beginning. As you know that once you have selected medicine, you should not change the medicine so frequently if you are sure about the prescription. Before selecting prescription, you should learn hard, you should match with materia medica, and then you have to prescribe, and then give some time to your patient if patient is suffering from chronic problems. So beginning it was there and attacks was treated with acute medicine, and then after he did not require any more doses of Veratrum, and he was much better. The acute attacks of tonsillitis was not there, or recurrent tonsillitis was not relapsing after Veratrum few doses. Now back to Veratrum drug picture. They have violent anger, they screams, they spits on others. One of the most important symptoms you should consider, even though it's only 1 mark given in repertory. If you have experience and you are seeing in your practice more patient, you should give more ranking to that particular drug. So these children breaks and throw things. That are many other medicines are there. But Veratrem is one of the remedy. The anger phase of children in Veratrem last stage is insanity, which I have not seen in my practice, but in a literature, when they have mentioned that Veratrum children eats their own excreta, bites their own shoes, they require Veratrum alp. It is said that Hahnemann has seen so many children of Veratrum in insanity and in mental asylum if the children of this stage require Veratrum alp. Here again another case I would like to share with you. A young boy of 21 years old consulted me on 24th of June 1998 with a respiratory problems, recurrent respiratory infections from many years, soreness, pain, aggravation on empty swallowing, aggravation on eating, drinking, and the morning. Followed by hoarseness of voice, heaviness, roughness, aggravation from singing, aggravation during coryza and during cold drinks. Nose block occasionally alternate sides, itching at nostrils, coryza watery followed by thick yellowish aggravation draft of the air, the perfume, soap, dust, even by smoke, especially agarbatti. Concomitant pain in forehead, especially frontal sinus. He loves fruits, lemons, curds, salads, pulses, milk, bread, and butter. He does not like green vegetables, ghee, ice cream, chocolates. Thirst, 9 to 8 glasses per day. Normal digestion, occasionally flatulencies. Constipation, remark passes, balls like stool staining, and unsatisfactory. Perspiration profuse, especially on nose, lips, especially while eating. Sleeps on abdomen, sound sleep. He had a dreams of music, dreams of stage performance, and regarding his career. In past, he had a lot of problems: epilepsy, jaundice, malaria, chickenpox, recurrent boils, right ankle fracture, head injury, tonsillitis. Family: mother had a migraine, asthma, sister has chronic throat infection. Life situation: he was born in 1977 in Baroda. He was brought up in the middle class family. His father is a food inspector in government. Father is very strict and very punctual, very particular, short tempered, and mixing nature. His father is also dictatorial and obstinate. Father used to strike him a lot. Because of the patient, because of that, he developed tremendous fear of father. Father is also very helping also and social also, but he was dominating. So he had developed a father fear. Patient mother is very mild and mixing, but she also used to strike on him when patient did any mischief. As a child, patient very mischievous, restless, obstinate, easily got offended at a small matters and used to weep. Because of parents' thickness and restriction, he used to have a thoughts of suicide and run away. Once he had run away from house also. At school level, He was good in studies and always got 70%. He passed in SSC with 75%, but instead of his preparation, he failed in HSC. Then he did BSc chemistry from one of the city. Then he joined music college, and at present he is a professional singer. At present, by nature, he is very cheerful. He likes to make jokes and make fun of everybody. Patient says that he is very moody, sometimes is very cheerful, and sometimes quiet. Very impulsive and likes to spend money for his luxurious items like clothes, watches, etc. Once he had a purchase a watch by his own money. He phoned his friend at 6 a.m. in the morning and called him to see the watch and said, "See this watch, I have brought it from my own salary." Whenever he becomes sick or have a minor complaint, he becomes very panicked and very anxious and loses his confidence very easily. He desires consolation whenever he becomes sick. His hobby is singing and gardening. He is very ambitious regarding his profession. No compromise. Singing, especially in singing. Especially also ambitious for money and fame. He wants to come up in life very early. So he speaks lie very openly to fulfill his own purpose. चलता है, सब चलता है. कई बार झूठ बोलने से कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. So that is his attitude. He is very confident about his own abilities and thinks that he is different from others. He always sees in a mirror after dressing and feels that he is something great. He admits that because of his such nature, he does not have any close friend. He knows that. He never think about the past events, always think about the future and about his career. He is very anxious for his health. Whenever he has any minor problem about his throat, he feels to leave the professions of singing. Whenever he wants any work to be done by someone, he appreciates that person is like anything and get his work done. बोलते हैं ना वो मस्का मारना, फ्लटर. कोई भी काम निकालना हो तो मस्का मारना. That is his routine thing. He always wants the best things in the life like clothes, shoes, etc. He is hurried in all activities, very careless regarding his things. The greatest grief in his life is having a recurrent throat infection. See, he was telling the greatest grief. I don't think in my 30 years of experience, the patient says I have a grief of the recurrent throat infection. He wants to impress me. He wants to give us such a false image that doctor, you should take it very seriously and do for these problems. It is not like a cancer or any other major sickness that you have a grief about that. But he was exaggerating even to the doctors also. So considering this history, we have a selected few rubrics. One is heedless, mood changeable, liar, sorry, money squander easily, consolation, emulation, sorry, haughty, desire fruits, desire salad, desire bread and butter, vegetables, lemons, profuse perspiration. After repatriation, the remedy comes. There are many medicines. Again, if the one remedy is coming first, we should not prescribe. You should learn Materia Medica, source books of Materia Medica, and you can prescribe the remedy. So according to his situation, totality was more favoring of Veratramal. We are given a 200, gradually potency increase. He was not recovered with the 200 potency. So again, I'm telling you, if you are sure, don't change medicines. Increase potency or give more repetition of the same potency first, then increase the potency. We went up to 10M with a gradual improvement is physical and mental complaints because the mentals were very strong. In between, few attacks came and which were treating with acute medicine. The best part of this patient is having mental sense of well-being, which is reflected in his profession efficiency. He took after the TVS Saregama program without having any anxiety for his voice, and he won the competition. Now he is good singer, singing in many countries, and he is internationally famous singer. Now again back to Veratrum evolution. This people, this adult, very egoistic that you have seen in that patient also. They believe in themselves to be superior to those around them. They believe themselves to be the only normal and the others are subnormal. Others are subnormal. They believe themselves are superior. And so that is why egotism is there. They spoke inappropriately loudly. The most striking characteristic is that is the arrogant or dogmatism with which they express their opinions. They dominate arrogant behavior. They are very bossy people and always arguing with other people for no matter or little things or small things. They argue. As they are too untidy, they are listening to music with a loud voice. Such small things, if they are untidy, small things, listening somebody with a loud noise, such small things, on that they argue and then do just bossing you. Because of their attitude, they are intolerant and quite unable to maintain reasonable relations with others. And that we can take in a repertory language, haughtiness. See, all other remedies have also ego, so you can consider all other remedies also in this particular state of mind. How to differentiate with Veratrum Lyco and Aurum egotism? Many times, many doctors, students are asking and they're confused. So I like to share that Veratrum patients believe in himself to be superior. Lyco also both are egoistic, Veratrum Lyco, but they are mean, they are selfish, and they are very diplomatic. Aurum ego is totally different. The ego, because of they does everything with a very pride. They have ego of their own responsibility and wants to do or fulfill in the best way. So whatever they perform is the best, and for that they have pride and they have ego. So Lyco and Veratrum, selfishness is there, meaningfulness is there. Superiority. They love to talk about themselves and show off themselves like platina and palladium. They desire to be rich. In a kitty parties, these women show off their own new ornaments or saris or their new cars and praise themselves. They want to
I'm very sorry. There must have been some technical issue. We will get back with Dr. Ronak Shah in a minute. Please stay with us just a minute.
Hello friends, myself Dr. Ronak Shah from Baroda. I am practicing homeopathy since last 30 years. So now, why should we learn clinical mathematics? Lyco and Veratrum both are egoistic, but they are very mean, selfish, and very diplomatic. Aurum are also egoistic because of their responsibility and wants to fulfill in the best way. So commonly we have found egotism, dictatorial, boasters, and vanity. In short, morals are stronger in Aurum than Veratrum and Lyco. I have used this remedy in baldness in young people as well. They take cold easily. Tonsils inflamed with swollen veins. Suppurative tonsils from cold. Pain on empty swallowing. Generally, Riparsal is prescribed in acute condition, but in Baraita cup, there is a tendency of tonsillitis. Children are very shy and they have a fear of strangers. Child does not want to play but sit in a corner and do nothing. I would like to share. I have seen Calcaria children play well.
Hi, my name is Dale Emerson. I'm here today to talk to you about a brand new project. It's called the Homeopathic Academy. But here at B. Jane, what we're doing is we're inviting the leading teachers to come and join us to allow those students, be they graduate or undergraduate, or be they even professional homeopaths, to have access 24 hours a day.
Hello.
We're in a soundproof day to talk to you about a brand.
Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Ria, please presentation of mine.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, the current.
We're happy to have you back.
Yeah, electricity has gone. So from, oh yeah.
So your video,
Yeah.
Please turn on your video as well.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, my dear friends. Electricity is disconnected for some time. Anyway, again back to Veratrum adult, we were discussing. So they have a superiority. They love to talk about themselves and the show of themselves. And that is we see in a Platina and Palladium. They desire to be rich. And they want to show off. And that we have seen in many patients. They may appear to be humble. That is another very different side of it. Or disinterested in their self-image. But in reality, they care very much. And they have desire to be exceptional, to be unique, and to be something out of the ordinary. They want to show. They want to be something unique, different than others. जरा हटके होना चाहिए. Common जो है वो नहीं होना चाहिए. Image in society. As long as you praise them, they seem to take no notice. Though internally they crave such attention, as soon as you criticize them, they take it in bad part. Criticize cannot be tolerated. The ego. So rubric can be understood with extravagance, flatter, desire to be, foolish behavior, happiness and pride, foppish, haughty jewelry, desire to wear, longing for good opinions of others. We have a Platina, Palladium is there. So they love perfumes, another very important symptoms of we have seen in our practice. Another important censorious, they find fault in others. Critical, always finds fault in others. Some people have a habit, whatever you do, they find a fault in you. This is because of their inflated ego. They will never satisfy. They find fault. Even though you give precious gift for them, they will find fault. When critical, they may insult their friends, colleagues, and family members. They find great pleasure in doing so, especially if they can criticize people in position of power. They really love power in the presence of others. They cannot tolerate if you find any fault or any critics on their power. And that is why in a repertory rubric, we have a censorious Viratam. No doubt, there are many other medicines. Thus, those who feel injustice will admire the Viratam patient for his courage. They find fault in any authority very easily. He becomes fearless to this situation and criticizes the people on whom his job is dependent, and usually ends up by losing his job. They don't mind in telling authority that you are wrong, or that they have a habit of finding fault in them. They don't mind if they lose their jobs. Whomsoever authority is there, they can speak on their face because they have a habit of finding fault in others. And that is why. Actually, such individuals lost their jobs because they become intolerable due to their unjust criticisms. And if you see in the life situations of this patient, they frequently changes the job, not for better prospects, but they are kicked out by the management because they criticize the management very frequently. And that is why when we take the history, we should ask, why you frequently changes 10 companies? If you are satisfied with the salary, with your respect and everything, you should not change. But they always criticize. Violent anger, another very important. When they contradicted, they shout and curse. They break the things. In the extreme stage, a person can even cut and mutilate others. So anger is very violent. Shock and fear, another very important ailments of shock. We all know Viratam is one of the remedies. The loss of fluids, of pain, or loss of ego, loss of position, very important. They cannot stand any sudden shock. The shock may be pecuniary loss to a businessman. They are unable to recover from the shock. Same way, disappointment in love or failure in exam for the students causes shock. We have seen many students went into the shock because of the exam's result. Sometimes sudden joy or pleasant also gives the shock, like in winning new Mercedes car. Just give me the example. So sudden shock of joy, from joy. The married man have an extramarital affair by speaking and giving a false image about his traumatic married life to innocent women, adulterous Veratrum people. So they give a traumatic married life to innocent women. False history. Manic depressive psychosis and religious. They may felt very guilty about their behavior to hide their corrupt, adulterous image, and they became religious. Believes that he is a messenger from God. Delusion of being Christ or religious figure. One of the most important rubrics we have seen. There is also depression stage and despair of salvation. Negative feeling comes into the mind, compelling him to pray all the time. They become loquacious like hyoscyamus, stemmonium, lachesis are the remedy. They sit in a corner and broods over it. The brooding over the own conditions is one of the most important. Another remedy is acid force. Oppression. Veratrum can be prone to obsessive compulsive disorders, obsession about the punctuality. They were not only punctual themselves, extremely indignant when others were late. They cannot tolerate. They cannot tolerate when the others can be late. But also live their life to a highly regimented regimen. Eating dinner exactly the same time every day, going to sleep exactly an hour after dinner. That is life schedule. They are generally pedantic about every little details. Whether it be a number of clothes in their wardrobe, they can know that. Or the way their wife arranges food in the dish also. They're very particular. They feel anxiety when their rigid routines are broken. I've seen many patients, 7:30 the dinner should be on table. They cannot tolerate, like to be irritable and lost their temper. So here arsenic kalikap often exhibits a mild degree of obsession, while syphilinum, veratrum, and hyoscyamus often markedly obsessive. The more unhealthy the syphilitic type mentally, and the more likely these disorders are to occur. Thoughts persistence, thoughts compelling. Gradually they develop different kinds of delusions, such as delusion cancer, delusion crisis, world on fire, rich is committed crime, deaf and dumb, pregnancies and deliver blue baby, pretended pregnancy. Such delusions they develop. So we have rubrics. Delusion Christ himself is only 3-mark remedy for that. Delusion deaf and dumb. Delusion committed crime. Dr. Hahnemann says, I have previously talked, veratrum that has the power to promote a cure. To cure, this was said by Dr. Hahnemann. Almost 1/3 of the insane in a lunatic asylum with veratrum. So whenever you come across such type of patient, always think about this remedy. Now, in a portrait, how to remember this drug. As I told you, they are egoistic. My name of the book is all self is egoistic lily. So elements of ego, whether it's a child, whether it's an adult, elements of egotism, elements of honor wounded, and the violent anger and haughtiness. Some people spits on the face, shouts, and some throw things. That is the one stage of veratrum. So here the patient may come to in this stage also. Patient can come into second stage where the inflated ego, they become more censorious and finding fault in others, fault in you. And they are hard with inferior people and very comfortable with superiors, or they can adjust. That's here you can compare with the lycopodium. So here, stage 2, patient can come in that. Then third is very important stage of fear of losing position in the society, power, and that causes anxiety, and that causes that's why they become liar. They have a lot of common feeling of adulterous feeling is there, and that also can cause guilt in them. So the guilt, you may sometimes confuse with the aurum maternum, but here the totally different person of Veratrum. And to hide this image in the society, they become manic. Either they went into a depressive phase, psychosis phase, or they become religious and become saint. So these are the 4 stages. The patient can come to you in a 3rd stage, 2nd stage, 4th, or even a 1st stage. That we have to find from the history. So in summary, on mental level, what we have to remember, they are egoistic, they are restless, they are religious, deceitful, they love to do mimicry of others, adulterous, liar, boaster, unfaithfulness, maniacal. On physical level, voracious appetite, thirst for cold water, craving for ice water, love fruit, especially sour and salads, aversion to warm food. Again, if you have to remember drug in a collapse, prostration, coldness, cold sweats on forehead, physical level, the headache is coming with a profuse flow of urine. You can see in aconite Jelsin ignatia, colic as if intestines were twisted. Constipation from inactivity of rectum can be compared with Illumina silicia, netamure, and sepia. Face pale, shrunken, collapsed look. Hands and feet icy cold. Cramps in claves. Here again, you may find from the causative factor to this physical state directly ailments from deception, anger, tobacco, fright. There are many ailments. So it is easy to remember the drug. That's why. Clinically, I use this remedy. If you see, as I told you, in a tonsillitis child, if you see in a tonsillitis, the Veratrum is not mentioned in a recurrent tonsillitis. So this was our research part, and so many patient benefits with a constitutional prescription, and that is why it was added in a synthesis 9.1. Clinically, I use this remedy: asthma, bronchitis, collapse, constipation, convulsions, dehydration, diarrhea, gastric disorders, insanity, behavior disorders. So I hope you would understood Veratrum, an egoistic lily, clinically. From today, you must have an idea about this remedy in your mind, and you can compare with the closest remedy in this modules. Thanks for watching my presentation. Thank you very much for THA, the Homeopathy Academic. Thank you once again, all audience, patiently listen. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. That was indeed very enlightening. So now I would request all our dear learners to comment in the chat box with their questions. We will begin the question and answer session in a minute. And while they are doing so, Dr. Ronak Shah, can you please say a few words about the course that we have done at THA with you?
Okay, Dr. Hina. I would like to brief about the clinical Materia Medica course. There are all 10 modules of course, in which I have selected 10 Polycrest remedies. The main importance of course is that is one of the effective way to study and understand Materia Medica and apply this knowledge in practice, because Materia Medica is very, very difficult to remember. Hahnemann himself and all stalwarts were not able to remember the head to foot symptoms, and that is why they introduced repertory. But if you see in a clinically this drug and evaluate the whole drug picture and you pass the knowledge to a young beginners, so can easily remember the drug forever. Today you will never learn spitting on face in veratrum. Tonsillitis can be used if the mind symptoms matches and the other physical journal also matches. So the course is specially designed for UG and PG students and practitioners who really upgrade their knowledge and they want to give the best result to their patients. Now, course contain clinically supported by cases for better understanding, and each module includes evaluation of Polycrest with case study. Important is case study, symptoms totality, analysis and evaluations, radar repertorizations, repertorial result, cross-reference with Materia Medica, differential diagnosis of prescriptions, and the last is clinical indications. Of each modules we have planned. I told you we have planned 2 years back, and that was a vision of Bijain publications. Nowadays, so many colleges are there, but teachers are not so many. So what happened after 100 years? If we make this digital library, you can learn any drug anytime. Now, benefits of course. Understanding of a drug is a quite laborious task, especially for students. Students read now keynote symptoms and then give the exams and they passed out. And after passing, because I know the students, at that time, the only to pass out is very important for them. And then after coming out, they are not knowing much about the drugs because they have not seen many patients in. So all drugs appear similar to the beginners. For the practitioners, also keynotes and characteristics are equally important. Initially phase, we were also facing a lot of difficulty. Oh, ego to sab mein aata hai. All three remedies have ego. How to differentiate? Very important. Small things. So on repertorization, one gets list of closely running similar remedies, and it is the keynotes and characteristics that play a final decisive role in order to arrive at the simillimum. In each module, I have explained distinctive features of each drug, and thus clinical Materia Medica course becomes an essential tool. It will be boon to our field, to our homeopathy. This will be essential tool in the hands of students to identify and compare the drug picture or to differentiate it from other similar looking drugs. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to remind all our learners that THA has come up with an offer. On the right side of the screen where you are writing your questions, there is an offer section and you can see the offer on clinical Materia Medica on THA. That's a 30% off for you, for which you can use the code FD30. Another important thing, you can see a section of poll on the chat window. I would request you all to please send us your reviews on our webinar today. I'm just starting the poll for you. All right. So moving on, we have already received a lot of questions for you, sir. So let's start with the question answer session.
Okay.
Yes. So the first question for you is, how will we differentiate Veratrum album from tuberculinum or tarantula?
Oh, very nice question. So many students are asking. Who has asked this question?
There is this learner named is Dr. Sakshi Gupta.
Dr. Sakshi Gupta. All right. See, Veratrum, tuberculinum, and tarantula all have restlessness is there. The tuberculin is a more hyperactivity runs about, impulse to touch is there, but deceitfulness, speech desire is ego. You will not find in a tuberculinum. Tarantula, you will find cunningness, but you will not find that ego weight in a Veratrum. So all our hyperactive children are there, but the cunningness is more in Tarantula. Veratrum has a more ego is there, more speed desire today. Restlessness is common in all of three is there. And the tuberculinum desire milk is another very important symptoms is there. Travel desire is also there in tuberculinum. While Tarantula is a cunningness is there. So this way, and dancing desire. If you see in the rubric dancing desire, hyperactivity, energy is there in Tarantula. So this way, all three drugs. And then desire aversion, desire ashish. Desire ashish is there in a Tarantula. They love painting. They love colors, that in Tarantula.
Thank you so much, sir. Another learner wants to ask, can you please tell us how to differentiate with the Veratrum album with other hyperactive drugs?
Oh, same thing. It's the same answer.
Thing. Yes, sir. Also, another learner wants to know if you can compare it with Platina for them.
Oh, very nice. Platina is an egoistic lady. Veratrum is also egoistic. Is there? Platina is also, but sexual parts, nymphomania is more in a Platina. Sexual desire is more, and then Platina generally we prescribes in a lady. Well, Veratrum have no that much sexuality compared to the Platina. Others the egotism, cunning, then deceitfulness is more there. There the more is showy picture is more there. And then flatterer desire is also more in a Platina compared to Veratrum.
Thank you, sir. Another learner wants to know if you can compare it with Lycopodium.
Oh yeah, same. As I told you, the Lyco and Veratrum, the ego point of view is quite meanful and selfishness is there. But Lyco is a more cowardice is there. Other part is Lyco is there. The comparing syndrome is more in a Lyco. Well, there is no, because the father all the time telling to that child, oh, you don't know this much, you don't know this much. So they develop the lack of confidence and they will not able to perform well. And that is why they have a performance anxiety or timidity appearing in public. That is in a Lyco. Well, Veratrum has nothing like that. They are confident and egoistic from the beginning. So this way you can differentiate in a just nutshell. There are so many other things are there.
Yes, sir. Also,
so this all explained in my modules of Lycopodium. If you go in that modules, you will learn more. Okay.
Yes, sir. Also, a learner wants to know if you can share your experience of Veratrum album in COVID prophylaxis and in active cases.
Yes. To be frankly speaking, I have not treated a single case of COVID positive. To be frankly speaking. And I don't believe in that. Is there any medicines for 100% prevention for the COVID? Those who are doing, even the government has also just matched the arsenic alb with the COVID totality. But there is no 100% surety, or I don't have the data that 1,000 patients given arsenic alb and 1,000 those who have not given arsenic alb, they are prone to get more COVID positive compared to arsenic alb. This is just comparisons of the study on point of view government that these are totalities quite matches the arsenic alb. So let us give the arsenic alb 30 and see the result. But now you see the Bombay has 66,000 people suffering from the COVID positive. Don't you feel that some of have not taken arsenic or any other medicines and they have also suffered? So it is just don't want to speak more about this situation, and I don't have a personal experience with COVID positive, but Veratrum, I don't know, the veratrum is in a later stage, in a collapse stage. If the totality matches, you can try veratrum if you get a chance. Otherwise, nobody is allowed to go in ICU. How you will manage?
Yes.
That's the most important thing. Am I right?
So thank you, sir. Another learner wants to know, can we differentiate aggression between acid group and veratrum album?
Acid group. Acid group, generally chloric acid have a lot of sexuality, aggression is there. Otherwise, the acid is a more weakness is there, collapse condition is also there. So, and then phosphoric acid, the brooding is its own condition, as I told you in my lecture only. So that can be the close remedy. And the phosphoric acid also desire fruits and desire juicy thing. With a veratrum album is also there. But the mark weakness is more, inadaptability is more, and the brooding over the own condition is more compared to the veratrum in acid phos.
Thank you, sir. Can we compare veratrum with camphor?
Oh, camphor. Collapse state camphor can be tried, but I have never experienced a collapse state with a camphor in my private practice. So I don't want to speak on that thing. But veratrum I am using collapse whenever required.
A learner wants to know, what is the thermal reaction of veratrum?
Thermal reactions. See, basically thermal reactions are varies also, but the chilliness is more, as I told you, the coldness is there in a veratrum, so that chilliness is there. But if the patient's totality matches, then I don't mind to avoid the thermal stage in many patients of veratrum. I've seen in the hot patients also, if the totality matches with the ego and other physical general in particular, the veratrum helps. Because in India, I have feel the 60-70% patients are hot. So if you consider and if you stick to only thermal rather than totality, then it will be an injustice to the patient. So think about more totality rather than only thermal stage. Okay?
Yes.
But generally chilly.
Yes, sir. Another learner wants to know if you can explain the relation that the mother during pregnancy and veratrum album child has. As mother has ailments from mortification, humiliation, but the child is arrogant and haughty.
Yes.
So how can we explain this?
If that is the ailments is there and the child is because of that ailments, you should consider. But in that patients, there was no mother state of what I have shown in veratrum child. But if the ailments of mortification child become arrogant and haughtiness is there in early childhood, below 6 years, if the mother state is very prominent and is reflected on the child's haughtiness, ever at the same time the pathology is like that, and you have to check the circumstances also, the friends also, the situations also. If after 6 years, then the causes maybe because of the other situation or because of the other things also. So that way also you can learn.
Thank you, sir. A learner wants to know, can we differentiate the religious mania of stramonium and veratrum?
Oh, stramonium and vena. Stramonium is a religious mania, is another very important thing we have seen in practice. But here they want to hide their false image. Their censorious, their ego, their power, their position, their failure, and because of that we become religious. Totally वो बोलते हैं ना, दम्भी है, बनावटी है, वो है. वो stramonium में ऐसा नहीं है. समझे ना? There is a difference between stramonium.
Yes, sir. And also a learner wants to compare veratrum album with sulfur.
Veratrum album with sulfur, right? Sulfur is another very important polycase. They have also ego, but they are more a philosopher. They are more philosopher, and then untidiness, and then that meticulousness and perfectionism there is not in sulfur in compared to the veratrum album. And the desire aversions, they speak lie. Here the sulfur will not speak lie. They are philosophers, they are more intelligent also. Here the adulterous and corrupt. यहाँ पैसे के लिए veratrum album कुछ भी करेगा. Sulfur will not go for that. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Can we differentiate restlessness of arsenic and veratrum?
Oh yeah, arsenic has a restlessness with anxiety and fear. Nowadays, the arsenic and restlessness is because of the fear to get the infection, fear somebody, something is happened, and that causes the anxiety and restlessness. Veratrum has not that restlessness. Veratrum is the inborn restlessness more, not that anxiety and fear of getting infection, or the fear of getting COVID or like that way.
Yes, sir. Also, can you please explain feigning sickness of argentum nitricum and veratrum?
Feigning sickness of argentum, yes. Feigning sickness of argentum is anticipatory anxiety is there, and they all the time think about something is happened, something is happened. So if they do not want to do anything, they become fake sick, or they don't want to go somewhere else and they become sick. So anticipatory anxiety about the particular thing is there, and that is where they become fake sick. Veratrum is fake sick 100% sure, so they don't want to, and they want to enjoy their life, and they want to do whatever they want, and they are totally liar, and they want to deceive others. See, I have seen that many patients, they feel गलत बात और false बात बोलने में क्या जाता है, उसमें क्या, I am not losing any single pie. What is the wrong in speaking lie? Life में ऐसा गलत तो होता ही है, होता रहेगा. So he enjoys, and he speaks very lightly without any guilt.
Thank you.
Moral, there is no moral in a veratrum. In short, there is no morality. Well, Staphy's has more moral. If they speak lie by forcefully, with some mother-in-law says, "Oh, today you have to speak this to your father-in-law or somebody else," so they cannot. They have a morality is there. Veratrum has no moral. कुछ भी होता है लाइफ में, तो ब्राइब देना है तो दे दो, ब्राइब लेना है तो भी ले लो, मगर मेरा एम्बिशंस. सो इट्स अ टिपिकल पॉलिटिशियन. इफ यू वांट टू रिमेंबर द वेराइटम आल्ट, यू कैन सी द पॉलिटिशियन इजीली. बोलता क्या है, करता क्या है, ऐसा है.
Thank you so much, sir. Can we know the difference between
how much is it? Already 5:30, the clinic time is there. How many?
Yes, sir, absolutely. There's like lots of questions.
Yeah.
I think then let's wind up.
Yeah.
We can't take any more
Because I
questions.
have to
I'm
leave
really
for my
sorry.
clinic, and there is a clinic time. Oh, that's why
Yes,
5:30.
no issue. I would like to thank you, Dr. Shah, for such an. I would like to extend a very warm gratitude on behalf of THA and on behalf of the DGen group. I apologize to those whose questions I couldn't take up due to shortage of time. We will come up soon with another webinar with Dr. Ronak Shah for you learners, if he'll allow us to. Also, to inform our learners today, we have an upcoming free webinar on cardiovascular disorders by Dr. Manisha Solanki, scheduled for 20th of June, 11:30 a.m. You can find the link for registration in your chat box in a minute. Thank you, Dr. Shah. Would you like to say something to our learners?
I will say to all learners and students and doctors, please stick up to Hahnemannian homeopathy. Don't make a new theories. Don't impress by the new theories. Old is gold. These all the 200, 250 years material, and that material has a proof. No doubt, the research work you can do, you can learn once you settle in your practice. Today you have to settle first, and then you can do. But here I have seen the many students and teachers, students and beginners have attended many seminars, attended many schools, and then they have an influence in their mind is such a big that they start practicing, and then after a few months they have to close down their practice. So that is not a good part. Once you settle in your practice, once you make your platform very well, your sound knowledge, your base is strong, then you can go and try new theories. Otherwise you will be repent, and you will not come up in a early life, or early in an initial stage of life, because it required to make your platform for your practice. So success is always depend on hard work, but the hard work should be in a good direction, right direction, not in a other direction. Here the students are blindly following many people. We come across with many teachers, many students and beginners. They are following somebody. I'm not telling, I'm not criticizing anybody's school, but what I say, what we have learned from our teacher. And this is why the BJN has started this online course, and it will be a really boon to our homeopathy fraternity. So basic fundamental source books and the knowledge we try to provide you beginners and you students. Once again, thank you very much for Tha. So Homeopathy Academic and BJN publication. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Stay healthy, stay connected.
Thank you so much, sir. Our learners can enroll into Dr. Shah's course on our website, www.thehomeopathicacademy.com. And thank you so much, Dr. Shah. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank all the learners, the homeopathic fraternity who joined us here today, and of course, Team THA, who has been working day in and day out to make this webinar as well as THA a success. Thank you so much. Have a great evening and keep learning. Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.